How do you start an online t-shirt business in 2021? That's coming up. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and we don't know each other, my name's Kerry, and I created this channel to bring you the best strategies, secrets, and hacks to grow your online t-shirt, apparel, or print-on-demand business. If you're a beginner and maybe you're new to the online business world and you're wanting to start up an online t-shirt or apparel business, this video is going to walk you through the steps that you need to go through to get that business started, get it off the ground, and start making sales. Over the last few years, I've been able to teach thousands of people how to not only start an online t-shirt or apparel business, but make it a real income for themselves and their families. We have people inside of our courses and programs who are making anywhere from maybe an extra $200 or $300 a month, all the way up to students generating 7 figures and 6 figures in their business and having a lot of success and making it their full-time gig. Now, inside of our Shirt School course, it's very in-depth. It's click by click. It's really the A to Z program to go from absolutely nothing, not even an idea, all the way to scaling your online e-commerce business way up, like I said, into the 6 figures and into the 7-figure world. So in this video, I want to walk you through some of those steps that we go through inside of the Shirt School course. And it's really our Shirt School system at a little bit higher level. What are the steps that you need to progress through to go from having nothing to getting that business started, to getting some sales and getting the business off the ground? So with all that out of the way, I'm ready to dive in. The first thing that you need to do is you need to choose a niche. Having a niche is important because you don't want to try to be everything to everyone. When you try to be the next Walmart or Amazon or Target, you try to be everything to everyone. You end up being nothing to no one. You blend into the crowd, right? You don't stand out. So you need to pick a niche to go into. A saying that I love to live by is the smaller the niche, the bigger your voice. It's easy for you to stand out and be heard when you don't have a lot of those big sharks swimming around in the water in some of these big niches. It's a lot harder to stand out. So I believe you should go deep on your niche and it'll be a lot easier to sell. You want to think of something passionate and then go a little bit deeper. Instead of selling car t-shirts, you could sell a specific type of car or a specific, a racing car or NASCAR, those kind of things. Instead of selling dog t-shirts, you could just sell a specific breed to a certain type of person, like a mom or a doctor or an accountant. You want to dig a little bit deeper when you're choosing your niche. This is going to help you stand out much easier, and it's going to make you a big fish in a smaller pond as opposed to a super small fish in a really big pond. How do you choose a niche? I want to quickly teach you the 3 P's of choosing a niche. The first P is passion. What are you passionate about? Think about all the things that you are passionate about, that you love to talk about, and start with a list of those things. My philosophy is that you should pick something you're passionate about because that's going to help you get out of bed each morning and be excited to work on your business. So think about a few things, maybe 3 or 4 things that you are passionate about. The next P is proficiency. Of those things that you are passionate about, which ones are you also proficient in? Which things do you have a little bit of expertise in? Could you talk about forever? Mark out the ones that you're not proficient in and leave the ones that you are proficient in. The last P is profitability. What things left on that list are going to be profitable for you to sell? The easiest way to validate your idea is to go out and see if there are other businesses also selling in this niche. Now, you might have to zone out just a little bit if you're in a really deep niche and look at a more general part of your niche, but you want to find other businesses that are already selling in this niche. That's going to give you a good indication that you can have success in selling your products. Find the niche that meets all 3 criteria, that you're passionate about it, that you also know some about it, and that it is profitable, and that's the niche you want to go with. Number 2, design winning t-shirts. Now, it goes without saying, but if you're trying to sell a crappy product, you probably won't be able to make sales, and it's going to make it a lot harder. So you have to start by creating designs that people will actually want to buy. And the biggest factor in them buying your t-shirts or not buying your t-shirts is the emotional connection. Now, I'll give you this super tip that simple designs convert the best. even just text-based designs on t-shirts generally make the best connection, and they're also the easiest for you to create. A lot of people have in their minds that they need these really creative and really intricate designs to make money, when in reality, the simple designs often convert the best. So keep it simple. Start by finding some inspiration for your designs. You want to think about where your ideal customer is already shopping. What stores are they shopping at? What websites are they shopping at? Go and look at those websites and see what designs are trending for those companies. Start to take screenshots of those items and place them in a folder on your desktop. This is going to give you inspiration for your own designs. Now, I want to be clear that you don't want to copy other people's designs, but you definitely want to use them for inspiration. If you see a font style that you like, or a layout on a t-shirt that you like, or maybe a saying that you could change up a couple words and make it relatable to your niche, this is the easiest way to start finding designs that will actually sell and come up with ideas for your own design. Here are a few simple tools that you can use to create the designs for your t-shirts. The first one is canva.com. Canva is a free design tool that will help you create anything from t-shirts to banners for your Facebook page to social media posts, all kinds of stuff. They have a very robust free version, and they also have a very inexpensive paid version that will give you even more options and even more functionality, but this is a super easy way to create your t-shirt designs. Next up is Placeit.net. This is another really great tool and almost a must-have if you're in the apparel t-shirt niche. Now, they're known for their mock-ups where you can create really realistic mock-ups of your t-shirt designs on actual people, but they also have a great design, kind of a design software, a little tool where they have pre-made designs that you can just change out the text on, or you can start from scratch and create your own designs. Now, we have many students using Placeit with success and creating all of their designs in Placeit. And again, this is a place where you can find inspiration, and then you can also get tons of designs created super quick. I love Placeit.net. If you're looking for a little bit more advanced tool and maybe you're not ready to spend the money on Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator, you can use something like GIMP or Inkscape. GIMP is really going to be a Photoshop clone, and Inkscape is going to be an Illustrator clone, but these are completely free and they're great tools for the more advanced artists. Number 3, set up your store and create your products. Before you create your store, before you go and build an entire store, you need to be settled on your niche. You need to have your name and your logo and those kind of things, and you need to have your first few t-shirt designs made. After you've done that, you need to go set up a simple store, and I recommend using something called print on demand. Print on demand is a way that you can actually source your apparel products with your designs on them, and it requires no upfront inventory. You can actually just link up with a company, and there are hundreds of them. You can link up with a company for free that will print and ship your orders for you when you get an order in your store. Print on demand is amazing, and it has revolutionized the way that we do online business. No longer do you have to order a bunch of t-shirts, send them out to a screen printer, or get expensive equipment yourself. You can simply link up with one of these print on demand providers with a few clicks of a button, and you can start creating products for your store and making sales. And whenever you get a sale, the whole process is automated. That order goes from your store all the way over to a print-on-demand provider's computer. They print the design on a t-shirt or whatever product you're selling, and they package it up and ship it directly to your customer for you. If you're familiar at all with drop shipping, it's very similar, but these print-on-demand providers are US-based, which means that they're going to have really fast shipping times, and you can find incredible prices on these products as well. I love print on demand. It is my fulfillment option of choice, and I definitely recommend it for you. Now, there are hundreds of print on demand companies, but the one that I recommend is called Custom Cat. Custom Cat has very competitive prices, big product selection. They offer personalization if you'd like to offer that in your store to your customers. They also have a premium plan, which really lowers the cost. And overall, I think they're a great option for most people to get started and grow with for your print-on-demand company. Now that we've talked a little bit about print-on-demand, how do you actually build a store for your business? I recommend a platform called Shopify. You may have heard of Shopify, but if you haven't, Shopify is an e-commerce platform and it hosts pretty much everything for your online business. It's very affordable and starts at $29.99 per month, and you can even start with a 14-day free trial to get your store built and up and running. Shopify is going to allow you to build your web store. They'll allow you to install a print-on-demand provider inside of the Shopify App Store. You can create your products. You can even use one of their free themes as you're building this out. And then they're also going to have a built-in payment processor for you to be able to accept credit cards automatically. It's really a complete solution. I've been using Shopify for a number of years and is my number one recommendation for an e-commerce platform for my students. It's not only going to be very easy for you to get started with and get your store up and running, but this is a platform that you can grow with. Shopify has over 1.5 million entrepreneurs on their platform, and they have multi-million-dollar brands all the way down to beginners just like you. And using the tools that they offer, you'll be able to get a store up and running in just an hour or two. To wrap this step up, you want to go over to shirtschool.com/Shopify, start your store with a 14-day free trial. You'll want to install a print-on-demand app. Now you can go to shirtschool.com/POD if you'd like to try out Custom Cat. Get that print-on-demand app installed into your Shopify store. From there, you'll want to create your products inside the print-on-demand app. You'll be able to choose from t-shirts and hoodies and mugs and all kinds of stuff, pillows and blankets, tons of stuff, and create the products that you want. Once you've created those products inside of your print-on-demand app, those will automatically show up in your Shopify store. You'll want to go to the online store section in your Shopify store, pick a free theme, and start to put in your brand colors and your logo and organize your products. And as I mentioned, in just a few hours, you should be able to get a store up, an actual business where you can sell your products and make money. Step number 4, market and sell your products. Here's where you start actually making money with your products. Now, I recommend starting organic. I'm a big fan of paid ads and Facebook ads and Instagram ads, but I recommend that you start with some organic strategies to really get your brand out there and start bringing in your first sales. And I want to walk you through some of those strategies right now. The big picture here is that you want to start reaching out to your potential customers on social media platforms. You want to think about, where are your ideal customers already hanging out? Then you want to start hanging out in those places, providing value, answering questions, and actually connecting with your potential customers. The people that you think will actually buy your products, go ahead and like their stuff, comment, even shoot them a DM and offer to collaborate with them. This is the best way to bring in your first sales and start getting some traction and growing your brand. Let's talk about Instagram, for instance. You want to start by going and finding some big accounts where your ideal customers are already following them. For instance, if you're selling in the dog niche, go find some other really big dog accounts and start looking at the people who are engaging with their content. Those are likely the people that you also want to engage with regarding your products and your business and your content. So start by liking their post, commenting on their post, and make sure that you're genuine. Then you can start DMing them, send them a DM and say, hey, I saw you over on this other account and I wanted to let you know about our account. We're looking for people to collaborate with and we'd love for you to try out some of our apparel. Would you mind if I sent you some? Now you can send people items for free. You can shoot them a discount code, but the idea here is that you want to connect with those potential customers. You want to provide them value, and then you want to offer to send them some merchandise or give them some heavily discounted merchandise in exchange for maybe them wearing it on their Instagram page or taking a picture of it and sending it to their friends. It's all about building that value and connecting with those customers. Another thing you want to do is you want to create content around your niche. We talked earlier about picking something that you are passionate about and that you're also proficient in. So it's a great idea to put out content related to your niche that people will like to see. Now, it's likely that if you find these people on another big account and they're engaging with that kind of content and you put out similar content, they'll also like your content, right? And this is how you start to build your following. You can also find what's called micro influencers and pay them to actually show off your merch on their account. Now, you want to start with micro influencers that are going to be somewhere between maybe 3,000 followers and 20,000 followers. You want to take a look at their engagement and make sure they don't have bots or spam commenting on their posts, that they're getting a good amount of likes and they're actually getting some genuine comments, that they have a strong community. And you want to reach out to them in a DM and offer to pay them to show off some of your merch and send them some of your merch. This is a great way to start bringing in some sales even on a low budget. Once you've started to gain a following and get some momentum organically, now it's time to scale up your business with paid ads. I personally have built multiple businesses exclusively through Facebook and Instagram ads, and I still believe that in 2021, this is the fastest and cheapest way to really scale up your business and really grow your sales. With Facebook and Instagram ads, you can target your specific customer. You can get super specific, and you can start with as little a budget as you want. Now, you want to let these ads run for at least a few days, and you want to make sure that you're optimizing for purchases. That means you're telling Facebook that you want Facebook to go out and find people who are likely to purchase your products. And again, you can start at a low budget. You can cut the things that don't work after maybe 3 to 5 days, and you can start to scale up the things that are working. This is how you accelerate your results, and you can accelerate the things that were working organically by putting those into your paid ads and really scaling it up and blowing the roof off. Some other great options for paid ads that you can look into are Google Shopping, TikTok, Snapchat, and Pinterest. There are a ton of different options for paid channels, and these have definitely been some of the standout options as of late. Lastly, as your business is growing, you want to make sure that you're growing your email list. Email is one of the best and cheapest ways to make sales, and this is how you're going to increase your average order value and increase your profit margins, is by growing that email list. Remember, at any moment, Mr. Zuckerberg or whoever could come along and take your Facebook away, take your Instagram away, and you have no way to contact your customers if you had not been growing your email list. The email list is the only thing that cannot be taken away from you. It is yours and you own it. Email is extremely cheap, and you should be emailing your list multiple times per week. To recap this tutorial, here are the steps that we covered. Number 1, choose a deep niche by following the 3 Ps. What are you passionate about? What are you proficient in? And what is profitable? Number 2, create your t-shirt designs. Now, simple is better. Simple converts. So create text-based designs that make an emotional connection with your potential customer. And you can even use free tools like Canva or Placeit or GIMP or Inkscape. Number 3, set up and build your online store. You want to pick a print-on-demand provider, build out a store, and create your products with your print-on-demand provider. Number 4, market and sell your products. You want to start organically. You want to start by finding your audience. Where are they hanging out? And you want to start connecting with them, liking, commenting, and sending them messages and connecting with them, and then showing content on your own channels that they also like to see. Once you've built up some momentum organically, you can start to work in paid ads. Some of the options we talked about are Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and Pinterest. There are a number of different places to put your resources, but this is how you scale up your business, is with paid ads. And you also want to make sure that you are building your email list so that you can start to generate sales without having to pay for ads. The bigger you build your email list, the more profitable your business will become, and the higher your average order value will climb. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Now, down in the description, I'm going to put a set of links that we've talked about in this video. Full disclosure, most of those links are affiliate links, so we'll get a small kickback if you use any of our links. Also, if you like this video today, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Also, leave us a comment. Is there something we left out? Is there something you would have liked to see in this video? Let us know down in the comments. We'll see you next week.